How to live mindfully. Life is the present moment. Only the present is life. Someone said a long time ago, if you are not present, you look but do not see, hear but do not listen, eat but do not taste. Residing in the present moment is the only way to truly develop peace in yourself and in the world. Mindfulness can free us from our anxieties and worries. Instead of clinging to the past or the future, we can learn to live in the present moment. Don't worry about the things you have to do. Don't think about getting up or going out to do something. Don't think about leaving where you are. Stay here and now. This is the practice of mindfulness, the art of living mindfully. We must practice this practice of alerting the mind, the practice of mindfulness. An alert mind frees us from forgetfulness and distraction, enabling us to live each present moment fully. To do this, we must know how to use our breathing, since it is a natural and extremely important instrument for preventing distraction. Breathing is the link that connects consciousness to life, which unites the body and the mind. To keep the mind alert for a long time, it is necessary to observe the breathing for the same amount of time. Whenever your mind begins to wander, use your breathing to regain control. Inhale slowly and for a long time, aware that you are inhaling. Then exhale, also aware that you are exhaling. Always be aware that you are inhaling and exhaling. When you inhale for a long time, think, I am inhaling for a long time. When you exhale for a long time, think, I am exhaling for a long time. When you inhale briefly, I am inhaling briefly. When practicing full body breathing, I now breathe in, feeling my entire body. Continue practicing. I now breathe in, calming the activity of my body. To have self-control over your breathing is to have mastery over your body and mind. Whenever we feel out of control, we should use the observation method to regain control. Measuring, following, and controlling your breathing are powerful tools that enable us to control our mind. And to gain control of our mind and calm it, we must also be alert to our feelings and perceptions, observing and recognizing each feeling or thought that arises. Sensations and feelings come and go like clouds in a turbulent sky. Conscious breathing is our anchor. The Zen master Thich Nhat Hanh said this in this regard. If the practitioner is able to see clearly how his mind works, he can obtain results with little effort. Otherwise, all his effort will be wasted. There is only one way to understand the mind, to observe it and know everything about it. And this must be done all the time, not only during meditation, but also in everyday life. In the meditation class I teach, there are many young people. I tell them that if each one meditates for an hour a day, that is good enough. But that time alone is still far from enough. In fact, one should practice meditation even when walking, standing, sitting, lying down, working, running, talking to friends, whatever one is doing. Keep the mind alert 24 hours a day, not just during the hours set aside for formal meditation, or for reading sacred texts or praying. An alert mind means being awake to the present reality, to the here and now. The mind is inevitably carried away by thoughts, so if one wants to keep the mind alert, one must be alert not only during the periods set aside for meditation, but in the practice of one's daily routine. Each of us already has the seed of mindfulness. The practice is to cultivate it. The mind should be alert in each and every act. The Sutra of Awakened Mind says, walking, one should be aware that one is walking. Sitting, one should be aware that one is sitting. Lying down, one should be aware that one is lying down. One should be aware of whatever position one's body is in. We have to be aware of every breath, every movement, every thought and feeling, of anything that concerns us. You may ask, how can we, who are busy with so much work, engage in the practice of mindfulness? My answer is, focus your attention completely on the work at hand. constantly keeping yourself ready to control with skill and intelligence whatever situation arises. This is alerting the mind. Mindfulness is nothing other than having all your attention focused on the action you are doing, while remaining able to use your full discernment. For example, while you are walking towards the city, you can practice mindfulness. With your mind alert, your mind will vividly experience walking along the path that is taking you to the city. You should practice keeping the following thought alive. I am walking along the road that is taking me to the city. Whether it is raining or sunny, you should keep this thought alive, but do not repeat it mechanically. Mechanical thinking is the opposite of mindfulness. If we are truly alert while walking, we will consider the act of each step as an infinite wonder, and joy will blossom in our hearts like a flower, allowing us to enter the world of reality. When the mind has gained control of itself, when it no longer feeds on illusions, it will become the true mind. The true mind is our true self. It is the absolute unity that cannot be divided by the illusory separateness of things created by concepts and language. I like to walk alone on country paths lined with rice fields and grass. I like to feel my feet touching the ground, aware that I am stepping on the earth. In those moments, existence is a miraculous and mysterious reality. People usually consider it a miracle to walk on water or air, but I think the true miracle is to walk on earth. Every day, we are participating in a miracle that we are not capable of recognizing. Just think, the blue sky, white clouds, green leaves, the dark and curious eyes of a child, our own two eyes. Everything is a miracle. Taking a short 10-minute walk among the trees, observing my breathing and keeping my mind alert, I feel restored and renewed. In this way, I can truly enter into communion with each leaf. So, nothing is more precious than being in the present moment, fully alive, fully conscious, here and now.